I'm Jade Buhoy. Here are the latest stories. Senator stated that the removal from the service of 18 police generals and colonels who are allegedly connected to the illicit drug trade is insufficient. According to Senator J.B. Ejercito, they need to face the appropriate charges for the crime officials have committed, highlighting it will be relevant if the government simply let them off without any consequences. Additionally, Senator Bongo remarked that the government has zero tolerance for illegal narcotics, and officials linked to illegal drugs should be held accountable, not only resigned. Due to recurring issues on the upcoming barangay and Sangguniang Kabataan elections, COMELEC Chair George Garcia recently explained the agency's plans and preparation to give clarity among the public. Here's the full report. To address issues on the upcoming Barangay and Sangguniang Kabataan elections or BSKE, Commission on Election Chair George Erwin Garcia stated that they will cooperate with the Philippine National Police to control and manage peace and order in the polls nationwide. Garcia also announced that they will only release their decision upon postponing the BSKE in Negros Oriental on the first week of October due to peace and order concerns. Further, Garcia clarified that their agency is already prepared for July 29 plebiscite as the information and campaign ends this July 27 in Bacoor City, Cavite. He also shared that the agency is seeking to submit a draft bill on the Omnibus Code to Congress that seeks to reinforce their authority to arrest individuals violating election laws such as multiple registrations, vote vying, and vote selling. As part of this, Garcia also warned aspiring candidates of BSKE regarding the premature campaigning. He reiterated that posting campaign materials before the campaign period on October 19 is considered as an election offense. He clarified that the campaign period will start on October 19 and will end after 10 days October 29. In relation to this, Garcia reminded candidates to campaign prior to filing of candidacy, that it is scheduled on August 28 until September 2. For Golden Nation Network, this is Jade Buhoy. The Technical Education and Skills Development Authority or TESDA reaffirmed its commitment to upskill and reskill Filipinos to adopt in the evolving industry. Secretary Suharto Magudadatu is actively implementing programs to strengthen and modernize the Technical Vocational Education and Training System or TVET as part of the TESDA's 10-point agenda. During the second State of the Nation address, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. acknowledged the TESDA's contribution, where over 1 million TVET graduates have secured jobs. We are your voice for change. We will keep on bringing updates and the latest stories. I'm Jade Buhoy. Watch these stories on Newsforce. Here are today's headlines. DICT logs 55 million SIM cards deactivated as registration deadline ends. COMELEC Chair George Garcia explains mechanism of BSKE, warns public on voiding voters. Malaysian King seeks to boost partnership with Philippines to promote agriculture, digital economy, and Halal Industry. PBBM appeals passing of new immigration law to Congress. BFP and DILG allocate food assistance to victims of Typhoon Egay. Cardiac arrest struck LeBron James' eldest son, Bronny. Fair and balanced news. Comprehensive reports that will take you to the heart of the action. This is Newsforce. I'm Jade Buhoy. Here are the latest stories. The Department of Information and Communications Technology or DICT pledged to speed up the execution of its flagship connectivity initiatives following President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. highlighted the government's achievement in connectivity during his second State of the Nation address or SONA, which included significant enhancement in the country's internet speed and the rollout of innovative wireless satellite broadband technology. According to the President, the National Fiber Backbone and Broadband ng Masa initiatives of DICT would provide high connection and high-speed internet. On their part, the DICT commits to speed up its quest to provide reliable internet access throughout our island. Malaysian King Sultan Abdullah discussed with President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. about their proposed partnership with the Philippines to boost various sectors, particularly the halal industry. Here's the full details. The King of Malaysia, Sultan Abdullah, and President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. boosted their partnership to promote cooperation on agriculture, digital economy, and halal industry. King Abdullah stated that he is seeking for greater efforts and better understanding with the Philippines to further elevate good cooperation in various industries. He expressed that they are looking for ways to advance the shared interest in resolving common challenges that both countries encounter, particularly in the halal industry, where the king said that they aim to achieve stability and prosperity in the Southeast Asian region. Aside from that, the president also met Malaysian Prime Minister Dato Seri Anwar Ibrahim to boost the partnership with Philippines in the ASEAN and Brunei Indonesia Malaysia Philippines East ASEAN Growth Area. Further, Marcos Jr. also announced the Joint Commission meeting with Malaysia to prioritize expansion of the planned partnerships. For Golden Nation Network, this is Jade Buhoy. The Department of Education or DepEd is committed to providing every learners with reliable internet access so they can develop 21st century skills and keep up with technological advancement. DepEd spokesperson Michael Powa noted that this direction being implemented by the organization will address numerous basic education concerns, particularly those brought on by the COVID-19 pandemic during the post-State of the Nation Address or SONA discussions held recently in Pasay City. According to POA, DepEd remains to provide students e-learning resources, emphasizing the need of equipping students with 21st century skills for both domestic and international employment. We are your voice for change. We will keep on bringing updates and the latest stories. I'm Jade Buhoy. Watch these stories on Newsforce. Here are today's headlines. DICT logs 55 million SIM cards deactivated as registration deadline ends. COMELEC Chair George Garcia explains mechanism of BSKE, warns public on voiding voters. Malaysian King seeks to boost partnership with Philippines to promote agriculture, digital economy, and halal industry. PBBM appeals passing of new immigration law to Congress. BFP and DILG allocate food assistance to victims of Typhoon Egay. Cardiac arrest struck LeBron James' eldest son, Bronny. Fair and balanced news. Comprehensive reports that will take you to the heart of the action. This is Newsforce. I'm Jade Buhoy. Here are the latest stories. The Philippines' first ever electronic visa or e-visa system will be implemented by the Department of Foreign Affairs or DFA, beginning with China next month. Foreign nationals entering the Philippines for business or tourism will be able to submit requests online for temporary visitor visas. On the other hand, at the discretion of the embassy or consulate, a candidate may still be required to go through a face-to-face interview with a visa officer. The Philippine e-visa website will be made available to Chinese nationals on August 24 at visa.egov.ph. In the recent State of the Nation address delivered by President Ferdinand Marcos Jr., Department of Social Welfare and Development or DSWD Secretary Rex Gatchalian expressed satisfaction as various social protection programs of the department were given an emphasis. The newly introduced Food Stamp Program or FSP that was mentioned by the department aims to end hunger and foster a healthier community. The beneficiaries are given the freedom to decide on the food items that best suit their family's need. Despite the fact that Miss Universe Philippines 2023 ended just a few months ago, the preparation of Miss Universe 2023 Philippines Bet, Michelle D. for the upcoming international pageant are in full swing. Dee said that she hasn't stopped preparing since she won last May and admitted that even a lot has been added to her schedule. Preparation for Miss Universe 2023 are still her priority. When asked about the design of her final gowns and national costume, Dee stated that audience just really have to wait. Meanwhile, the Miss Universe pageant will be held in El Salvador in November 2023. We are your voice for change. We will keep on bringing updates and the latest stories. I'm Jade Buhoy. Watch these stories on Newsforce. Here are today's headlines. DICT logs 55 million SIM cards deactivated as registration deadline ends. COMELEC Chair George Garcia explains mechanism of BSKE, warns public on voiding voters. Malaysian King seeks to boost partnership with Philippines to promote agriculture, digital economy, and Halal Industry. PBBM appeals passing of new immigration law to Congress. BFP and DILG allocate food assistance to victims of Typhoon Egay. Cardiac arrest struck LeBron James' eldest son, Bronny. Fair and balanced news. Comprehensive reports that will take you to the heart of the action. This is Newsforce.